She's old school basketball, the way I love it to be played. Take charges, dive for loose balls, tough, digs in on defense. She's the kind of player that when she gets in a defensive stance, she's tugging at her shorts. Okay, she's pulling them up because she's ready to play. She plays as if every ball that's not in her hands on the floor is hers. She's going for it.
Big black boots, long brown hair.
I would say that the one really great trait that she has is that she's just not afraid to work. And I can't emphasize that enough. The more I work with kids of this era right now, it's always so refreshing to find the kid who doesn't have an excuse, is not looking that there's something else that's holding her down. She takes full responsibility for who she is and who she wants to be. So, and she's willing to do the work to get to where she wants to be. It's not, I don't have enough time, or it's somebody else's fault, or no. I would say that she's entitled for what she has, and she recognizes that there's no guarantee about any of it unless she works for it. When she was younger, before she became a high school player, she was a guard but never a point guard. So other people primarily handled the ball, where now she is a primary ball handler. So it's a little bit of a learning curve for her. She's done really well, and her upside there's just so much room for growth for her, both in the way she sees the floor, the way she, one of the things is that she gets to the rim so well. She's able to break you down off the dribble and get to the rim, and because she's fearless, she's going in among bigger, stronger players and not at all backing down. Creates great contact. She's about an 85% foul shooter, so she's terrific at the line. And that's a quality that every point guard needs to have, because late in the game, that's the kid who's going to get fouled. Most recently she had a game, for example, where in the fourth quarter alone, she was 7 out of 8 from the foul line. So those are the most significant things that she can do. The three-point shot is good, but only going to get better. She works tirelessly on her jump shot, so she'll be able to take it off the dribble, and shoot right up in people's faces. She has a decent court awareness now. She handles the ball well, but she can do it better, but she works on it. So as that hand becomes a little bit better, she'll see a little bit more of the floor on that side than she sees now. So anything going to her right, she sees very well. It's just sometimes going to her left. So she does have good vision, but it's only going to get better and better as she goes further along. So once that all gets in place for her, which probably by the end of the summer she'll be a package. I think then she'll be at another level than she is now. The three seniors we had on the team were incredible about creating this culture. I don't think this kind of culture is normal. I think most teams always have some kind of egos on display, or my playing time, or my turn, or my shot. And I think this group, the three seniors, were just so unselfish in their personalities and so giving of support that it was contagious through all of them. And even though the team is dominated by sophomores, and all of them on any given day could have been the key player because they all rose up, to play really well at different times. If you're talking about Toriana, for example, she's all into that. That's who she is. That's why she's such an excellent point guard, because she's willing just to share with everybody. I don't think you can't be a point guard and be selfish. So we've seen that at different levels, and anybody who is that way just makes the team dysfunctional. So Toriana is right in the spirit of that. That's who she is. So even on occasion when she may have not have had one of her better games and she might have been sitting on the bench next to me, she is still just into whoever is on the floor, totally supportive and totally into whatever we're doing.
Come on and get your kicks. Now you don't need money with a face.
Toriana came in a year ago couldn't shoot a jump shot at all. So she could throw it, and I say throw it up from distance, okay, and or get to the rim with her right hand. So that was basically her game. And, you know, when you're playing in the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, quite frankly, if you're just tougher than everybody else, you could probably get away with that. But she learned quickly that that wasn't the case. She's worked tirelessly at developing that mid-range game to get that jump shot, to work on her left hand. And she takes direction so well. And she takes it whether I'm really forceful with her or whether I just be nurturing. In either way, she responds in a very positive way. And being the point guard responsible for so many failures, not necessarily hers, but any of the team failures, always seems to fall back on the point guard. She's dominating the ball. So, you know, if the ball ends up in the stands, quite frankly, it's usually her fault. Even if it's not her fault, that's who I'm going after, and she handles that easily and nicely. The way she is in the classroom is exactly the way she is on the court. She has a great work ethic. She takes all of her work very seriously, just like she does her basketball. She works great with groups. She works great on projects. And though she can also, just like in basketball, work great individually. So she's driven to succeed on both levels, both from a basketball standpoint and from, you know, where she stands in the classroom. I would say she does have the potential, for sure. I think by the end of the summer, going into next year, one of the things that we're looking to do this summer is to take our team to the National AAU Tournament in Washington. Got them set up in some really competitive situations for the summer. So that'll say a lot about where she's at, get a pretty good read about where she's at, but could she can help certainly some Division III place down the road, for sure, with the potential to do even more than that. What I love about T is that she has great friends on the team and she has great friends off the team. Matter of fact, she's the kind of kid that everybody loves to be with. She's just so likable. So she has no agenda, she has no drama, and you find a 16-year-old girl without drama pretty special in its own right. So she's kind of everybody's friend, everybody's confidant. She's non-judgmental. She's just a sweetheart in that regard.
I said, are you gonna be my girl? It's 1, 2, 3, take my hand and come with me because you look so fine that I really want to make you mine. I said, you look so
When I started this, I said she's an old school basketball player. They just don't make her like her. I mean, you know, I've been in the game long enough to know what an old school basketball player is, the kind that you give direction, they follow direction. You tell them to jump, they just ask you how high. There's no in between. It's like whatever. So she's the kind of kid that makes coaching a joy for us. So wherever coach somewhere down the road takes a risk with T, is going to be justly rewarded with every time that coach is talking to the team. You can guarantee there will always be at least one set of eyes directly in yours, understanding everything that you're saying. It'll be T.
Valley, number 10, Toriana Tabasco.